I wanted to share something that has been very important to me, but has been on my mind. I have been stressing, overthinking, becoming overwhelmed for the same reason, and it was for this competition. I decided that I was going to do it. Officially started in September, mentally preparing for it. And as I started to get closer into October, I didn't feel the same as when I did last year. I think I was just really struggling with embracing the journey. I was struggling with really getting into that bikini prep mode. I gave up alcohol. I cleaned up my diet a little bit more, but I felt like I wasn't adhering to the diet, and I just kept kind of bringing myself down because I wasn't adhering. And I know a lot of us go through a lot of the same patterns. I said, I'm going to take my own knowledge and I'm going to make my own plan and utilize the food that I enjoy, a lot of the foods that I used last year. So I did that, and I was 2 weeks in, but I still felt like I thought that I was actually still doing good. I'm like, you know what? I know how I am. I'm still doing 85% in, but the last 2 weeks, I think my mind is going to click and I'm going to hit the road running, right? But then I started to become a little discouraged because the competition that I really wanted to do in Chicago got canceled. I really love the fact of actually being on stage. I love the fact of having your friends watching you, supporting you. And I wasn't going to have any of that in either of the shows. After Chicago got canceled, New Mexico was a maybe because my sister was going to be there. That got canceled. I don't know. I just think after that whole excitement just died inside of me. And I love competing, but I don't love it enough to go out there on my own and compete. And I would love and hope for a placement, a good opportunity, but I'm not giving up competing at all. I just think with the 2 months left of the year, one being 4 weeks away, I just was mentally, I wasn't there. I was stressing out so much and I was having the worst cravings. My diet was not clean at all. And when I mean not clean, I mean I was eating a lot of protein bars, protein ice cream. To me, they're processed, and obviously everything affects your body. And I just felt, even though these were maybe small things that could have probably been improved, I wasn't receiving the right encouragement. I know my coach was trying to be helping me light that fire inside of me, but if anything, it just kind of like pushed me away because I was already having doubts on competing this year, and then just realizing that I'm not where I need to be. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this to myself. So I decided, I had a photo shoot today. I loved it. I was happy with the way I looked. I felt healthy. I had the dinner that I wanted to have last night. I had the breakfast that I wanted to have this morning. And for the first time, I just feel free, liberated from the decision of not competing in 4 weeks, not putting myself through a feeling that I'm not enjoying. Not to be confused with feeling tired and hungry from competing, that we know is gonna happen, but you embrace those feelings because you really can grow from them and you become stronger. This was not like that. This was miserable to a sense where I had no motivation to do the things I actually enjoy. And it was really affecting me. It was affecting my sleep for the past week. And that's when I paused. I took a lot of time to reflect. Everyone says make a list. I made a list, pros and cons. I'll go ahead and read them. The pros were, obviously, you have an end and a set goal. It's easier for you to become more adherent to the things. It gives you purpose when you compete, and you feel more of a role model. But you just have a more focused routine. And then especially on weekends, social events, it allows you to stay focusing. Like, I can't drink. So you maintain that weight a lot more consistently and easier. But the cons were stress. A lot of stress and peer pressure to stay that certain lean. A time where you kind of remember the holidays and the fall as a time of social events and comfort foods. Pressure, the pressure of timing. I felt that there's only 2 shows to do, and either do those or there's no other ones you're gonna do this year. And that only led to cons of food related I was craving the worst things, and I was starting to build a bad relationship with food again. And that's when, again, another red flag. I said, I'm not gonna do that to myself. I want to eat in moderation the foods that I want to eat. I want to be able to enjoy a glass of wine when I'm catching up with a friend if I want to. And I want to be able to do that, and I want to have control in saying that I'm going to do that. So with that said, the last two pros about being a role model and being focused and having a focused routine, I'm not going to let that go away. I'm not going to let that die. I'm going to continue to do that as a career woman and as someone that enjoys fitness and has knowledge and nutrition and food. I'm going to continue to share those passions, create fun posts, encouraging posts, and I'm not going to let deciding to do a competition and not competing define me as someone that gave up, because I really didn't. If anything, it empowered me to continue to listen to myself, to my body, and not just jump the gun. I think that was going in without a purpose, because to me, I had no reason why I really wanted to do it so rushed. I'm gonna wait till the first competitions start to open next year, and I'm gonna go for them, and I'm gonna enjoy that process. I just think overall, there's so many factors that started to come into play that was clouding my mind, and it wasn't allowing me to fully get into this competition mode. And because of that, I felt that I was being very lenient with this. So in the meantime, I've been focusing. We have a virtual food and nutrition conference going on right now this weekend, and I'm very excited. If anything, that's what makes me excited. And it makes me excited to know that I'm gonna enjoy some growth time tonight and enjoy some red wine and just wake up and be able to run 6 miles and not feel like my muscles are gonna fade away and it's not bikini type cardio. I just want to be in control again for right now, knowing that I've been having a lot of doubts with other areas, and because of that, I want to feel in control. So that is my news.